Alright, so we just tore down the back of our Formula Drift RX-8. I mean, if you've been following, you know I got pretty savage this year. I rubbed some walls. I might have even ran into a wall. So we got to replace our fenders. We're going to do some cleanup back here. I've got some new tail lights to go in because they got worked. And obviously we're going to have to fix those mounting points. So it's just a little video of us tearing down the back of the RX-8 so we can put it back together. And been fortunate enough to have one of my good friends come over here and help me. And he said don't get me on camera, so there I did that. Brand new fenders. These are available from KMR. They're a full over fender replacement for the RX-8. We really came up with these because of the needs for drifting. Allows you to cut what you need to away, have a lot of flexibility in the back end, and generally looks pretty good. So anybody needs them, let us know. We're already looking better. Man, what a difference a fender makes. Woo! Alright, so we're looking pretty good. We've got some new fenders, and we're lining up our trunk. Air compressor's on, it's loud, it's a shock, don't complain. Already looking a lot better. So I just had a cool question. What's it like to drag the back of the car on the wall at a Formula Drift event like Irwindale? I kind of think there's 3 different levels of wall drag. The first is where you're really just rubbing the bumper, your tail light, fenders, the exhaust noise and the air pressure of the car and the way the car feels when you get into that last little bit of cushion area against the wall. You're in the debris. You can kind of feel the car's attitude and everything change. Like I said, the volume changes. The second level is when you're actually on the back bumper. You're in the metal, you're pushing on it, you probably felt a bump. You actually almost get a little bit of acceleration, but if you do it too much, Formula Drift basically drops points away. We're not supposed to hit the walls. We're supposed to get as close as we can basically without touching or deflecting the car. And then the third rub is one where you actually hit it, kick yourself off of it. And a lot of the times when that happens, it's really important to stay on the throttle or even throttle into it because you don't want the front end of the car to suck in. But obviously, that does happen in Formula Drift. We're going hard, and the difference of a perfect wall rub versus a tap versus a hit is a matter of only a couple inches. So that's why we're fixing the back of the car so I can do this all again next year. And yeah, you know, it's funny. It's kind of like a video game when you do those wall drags. It's Gran Turismo in it. Yeah, we're gonna pour to power, push our trunk back out a little bit. It seems to be that the back end is slightly narrow. All right, we got one tail light in, one fender, looking pretty good. I don't know, I guess I rubbed the wall so hard this year that I actually warped my tail light mount. It's pretty common, so we cut that off and we're fabbing a new one up. So we're bolting down our fenders and we're stripping stuff off. Turns out more stuff's broken than I thought. That's the point of the off season. And then I'm pulling out the back window, or Max is pulling out the back window, and I'm like, oh hey, the light. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not supposed to, dang it, that's not supposed to happen. So it turns out I need a new dang rear brake light thingy too. Maybe I can find some other use for that. Ha! All right, we're looking pretty good. Fenders on, trunk squared up. Just kind of a mock-up. We ended up cutting out our tail light mounts. We're just gonna redo those. We pulled the fans off of our Mishimoto radiator setup. I think we're gonna change out the fans. They've got 2 seasons on them, and this radiator actually has 3 seasons on it. I might opt to put a newer one in and just make this one my backup. It seems to be fine. This one's gone through a couple crashes. Mishimoto built strong stuff. It's looking good. What do you think, guys? Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thumbs up. So I guess next, tail lights, do some of that fab work, get the bumper back on there. That's where the zip ties come in, work on the wiring. It feels good to mock up some new body work, kind of see what the back end actually has going on after, I don't know, what did you say earlier, like 20 wall rubs at Irwindale? I kind of think that's not even a joke. There was a couple times where I touched the wall 3 times on a lap. Oops. Or maybe that's Austin, I don't even know anymore.